Hey guys, DB Rai here, and firstly I want to apologise for the absence. I've been very busy lately with my studies. Not for a university or anything, just my own personal studies, trying to better myself, that whole jazz. Anyways, I welcome you to this new what if idea that I hadn't really considered before, but I don't know, my girlfriend and I were discussing it online. We have a long distance relationship, so yeah, we're trying to make it work. Anyway, she suggested this interesting point of what if the Dragon Ball characters' power were more about their emotions rather than power levels? Like, what if their power levels came from whatever their emotional states were at the time in their battles, rather than a number that's read off a scouter? And it got me thinking that yes, that could be very interesting in terms of certain battles and certain moments in histories of the history of Dragon Ball, the overall story. So let's see if I can get a bit of a story going with that concept in mind. Starting with the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. So, our story begins exactly like it does with the original, with the arrival of Raditz, who has come looking for this person named Kakarot. And, well, we all know who Kakarot is. And, well, Raditz ends up having a bit of a run-in with, with Piccolo. And Piccolo can sense the immense power coming from this being as, Raditz closes in on him and is disappointed to find that this decentish power level is not his brother, but a Namekian. I am so sorry. I have mistaken you for someone else. Yeah, well, unless you want to find this person, I suggest you keep moving. I'm not in the mood. Ha, touchy. I may have to teach you some manners. And well, Piccolo, still sure that he could take this strange individual, fires a shot, and that whole thing plays out like it does in the original. Now, I don't think there was really too much emotion in Piccolo's power there, just mere to the fact that he was overly confident that he could destroy Raditz with a surprise attack. So, I don't think that kind of emotion would really have much of an effect of their power. No, I think we need something deeper than that. So Raditz would indeed survive that, and the story would carry on as it does in the original, all the way up to Raditz's eventual kidnap of Gohan, and up to when Piccolo agrees to join forces to Goku, and we get down to the battle. Now, as the battle goes on between Goku and Piccolo and Raditz, as we get to that part of the story, it pretty much, at least for the first half of the battle, goes exactly like it does originally. At this point, Goku and Piccolo are not using the full potential of the power that they are granted, because, well, they're more focused. They're more or less battling Raditz and just relying on their natural instincts at this point. However, once Raditz begins turning the tides on the two, like he does in the original, stomping a Kakarot and beating him brutally, and especially when he manages to hit Kakarot with a glimpse of his ki, Gohan witnessing this. Now, while in the original, as we know, rage can make a Saiyan stronger. And rage is definitely an emotion, and just like in the original, it definitely triggers Gohan, unleashing his power. But I would like to think that it's not just rage going on here, it's also Gohan's love for his father. And so that emotion as well would increase Gohan's power, let's say possibly even tenfold. And well, this actually results in Raditz being killed right then and there. As Gohan flies with the headbutt, it doesn't just damage Raditz's armor, Gohan flies through him, which sparks a little flicker of fear in Piccolo, recalling how his father, King Piccolo, was destroyed. Goku essentially doing the same thing as a child. It's like, oh yeah, Raditz, I've been there before. So Raditz is killed on the spot. Nappa and Vegeta, who are monitoring this, are very surprised that Raditz was taken down by a mere brat. And, since Raditz is already dead on the spot... Now remember, Nappa and Vegeta don't know about the Dragon Balls, because Raditz was instantly killed when Gohan ran him through. So there's no mention of Dragon Balls, but they are on their way to find this kid who is stronger than Raditz, the son of Kakarot, a half Saiyan child who seemingly has a power level of 2000 when his power is unleashed. That's enough to get Vegeta and Nappa, two fellow Saiyans, very curious and interested in the boy. Stronger than his father? Yeah. What do you think, Nappa? He'd make a perfect replacement for Raditz. So, Vegeta and Nappa are going there for an entirely different reason. Basically, they're going there to, abduct a very powerful child. And, well, this actually means that, in the story, Goku is still alive. Gohan just saved him. However, with Goku being in the weakened state he is, he can't stop Piccolo from taking the boy and taking him away from him in order to train him on his own. And what is potentially dangerous about this is that they have no warning, at least at this point in the story, that Nappa and Vegeta are even coming. Raditz didn't have time to gloat like he did in the original. However, Piccolo is determined to try make Gohan essentially like him so they could dominate the Earth together. And it'd be the perfect way for him to get his revenge on Goku. So while Piccolo is hilariously trying to find a way for to get Gohan to cooperate, Goku, who is recovering, resting back on Roshi's Island, he's been gone all day and all night, so Chi-Chi and the Ox King are on their way. Chi-Chi gonna have a really big talking to with her husband, and he has to reveal to Chi-Chi that, well, I hate to tell you this, but, Piccolo kinda ran off with him. What? You let that monster take our son? And, This is where Kami senses that there is an oncoming threat approaching their planet. It's still about a year away yet, but he can just sense this evil cosmic shift in the universe telling him something evil and strong is coming for them. As he warns Goku and anyone else listening that the Saiyans, Nappa and Vegeta, will be there in a year, and that they intend to get their revenge for their fallen comrade. At least that's Kami's understanding of it. Yes, he does warn Piccolo as well, and the idea that these guys are stronger than Raditz definitely sheds that flicker of fear within Piccolo. However, Piccolo is about to have quite a big mess of his own to deal with, because right after his little telepathic phone call with Kami, Gohan is now looked at the full moon and undergoing his Grade 8 transformation, which, as we know, is a 10 times multiplier. And is, well, actually, I would say more of a 13 times multiplier, because remember, we are looking at emotional as the source of Dragon Ball Z characters rather than power levels. That's how we're changing events in this story this time. So, this would make Gohan's Grade 8 transformation stronger than what it was originally, which means Piccolo has a little bit more of a hard time with controlling the kid. But luckily, thanks to overhearing the conversation between Raditz and Goku earlier on in the story, he does figure out to blow up the moon like in the original, and I think this is a good little spot to sort of leave things for right now. So what do you guys think? How are things going to work out with Goku being alive and joining the battle, and how are things going to go for the Dragon Team as far as their sources of power being determined, the heights of power being determined by emotions rather than power levels? I think this would be pretty interesting, actually. Well, that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time, and we'll continue this discussion. Catch you later.